Alright YouTube, back in here for another one. We in here. Happy Thursday. And we are just a few days away now. Sunday, we get the Black Ops 6 reveal, Xbox Game Showcase. And I kind of wanted to have some fun with a video and just talk about a few things that I want to see in this game. But I'm not going to so much talk about the big stuff that goes without saying. Like, we all know we need to get a complete game at launch with tons of content. None of this like 6 maps or some shit. We need a complete game, original content, and the content needs to be high quality. Obviously, if they don't do anything with the matchmaking, then everything I pretty much talk about in this video is not going to matter. Like, listen, man, Xdefiant's got some beautiful matchmaking over there. Could you imagine if Call of Duty, with a way bigger player base, has the matchmaking that Xdefiant has? That sounds like a winning recipe to me, but how is the anti-cheat going to be? Like, we need to bump up the anti-cheat, man, because the anti-cheat in Call of Duty sucks. Listen, man, you got one of the most profitable franchises in all of gaming. It's time to step your game up with your security and your anti-cheat. Shit is ridiculous, man. We got way too many cheaters running wild in Call of Duty. Y'all need to clean that shit up. But the thing I want to see the most with this showcase on Sunday is some type of alpha or beta announcement at some point soon. Listen, Microsoft, you don't need to be following in Activision's dirty, greasy footsteps. You gotta switch it up, man. Dropping these betas, which they're not a beta at that point, they're a demo, but dropping these 2 to like 4 weeks before the game drops, you're giving the developers zero time to work on any of the feedback we give them. Anything we complain about, they have no time to work on it. You got to start dropping these betas when the developers actually have some time to do something about our complaints. I don't give a shit about nothing else we see in this showcase. I just want an announcement for an alpha or beta at some point soon. But like I said, we're not talking about the big stuff, the obvious stuff that goes without saying. Just some smaller stuff with multiplayer that I think makes the multiplayer what it was at one point, or what the potential COD could still have. Just little things with the multiplayer that make it fun. I will not be talking about zombies in this video. I might do an entire separate video for zombies. This is Treyarch. Treyarch's always got to step up on the other developers because we know we're getting zombies and we know we're getting higher quality zombies, but I'm going to save that for another video. I also might leave a few things off of this because I might make separate videos on them, but this also will leave some room for you guys in the comment section to drop anything that I've missed. Alright, so number 1, and this is in no particular order, I just jotted some shit down and we're just rolling with it, but I want to see the Pick 10 system return. The Pick 10 system is probably the best system we've had in Call of Duty, aside from the COD Go system. Like, if we can't have the Pick 10 system, we need the COD Go system. The COD Go system was great, but the Pick 10, or even what we had in Advanced Warfare with the Pick 13, where your streaks count towards that system, I don't know why we ever went away from this, but we need to bring it back. Fuck the gunsmith, man. I am tired of this bullshit ass system. We need some freedom there. We need the Pick 10 or Pick 13 or even the COD Go system. I'm tired. I'm done with the gunsmith. Number 2, I want to see pro perks return. I don't know why they ever got rid of this. Actually, I think years and years ago, I think I heard or read somewhere that they removed pro perks because it was stopping people from prestiging. But we don't have the traditional prestige system in Call of Duty anymore. Everybody's been asking for it, and they will not give it back to us. So since they don't have the traditional prestige system, why can't we have pro perks, man? Instead of this stupid FOMO shit with their crusty battle passes and all this other cheese, pro perks were an organic way to keep people staying on your game and grinding your game. They wanted to grind your game because they wanted the pro version of whatever perk. Now, some of the challenges back in the day were kind of ridiculous, man. They really, once you got that pro perk, I can see why people didn't want a prestige after they put all the work in to get some of those perks pro. So they might want to work on the challenges, but it was a more organic way and it kept people wanting to grind your game. Pro perks were so much fun in Call of Duty. They need to make a comeback. All right, so number 3. Number 3, I want to see some announcers, man. Not these bitch ass announcers we got now. I want announcers from like back in the day, the OG days of Call of Duty, man. Shit get you pumped up, get you fired up, get your blood pumping. You guys remember the announcers we used to hear in like World at War? Bring in the dogs!
Our hounds will tear them to shreds!
Or like an OG MW2, enemy AC 130 above, like you were striking fear into your opponent. It was beautiful. None of this lame as fuck white bread shit we get now. But speaking of streaks, that takes me into number 4. Number 4, we need devastating score streaks, punishing score streaks. When you hear people talk about some of the best Call of Duties ever made, what do we always hear? We always hear Black Ops 1. Now, Black Ops 1 had some pretty lame streaks. Some of them straight up sucked. All right, but we still had Chopper Gunner, SR-71, Dogs, possibly the most iconic streak combo in Call of Duty history. You knew when you called those joints in, you were going to put in some work. What else do you hear? Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 had some of the best streaks we've ever seen in the franchise, and even its low streaks were great. Like the Hunter Killer Drone. I like the Hunter Killer Drone way more than the Dart. The Hunter Killer Drone was actually balanced though. You didn't get a kill with it every single time, but that thing could still put in work, man. You call in the lightning strike, you're guaranteed at least to get a couple of kills no matter what map you're on. The streaks put in work in that game. Black Ops 3, the streaks put in work. Same with Black Ops 4 as well too. Like Call of Duty players like good kill streaks. You always hear about Modern Warfare 2, probably the strongest streaks we've seen in Call of Duty history. The only thing with Modern Warfare 2 was they were just so easy to get in that game. A lot of people would just camp with overpowered as fuck noob tube, one-man army, danger close. Blast Shield did not protect you against that cheese, and they would get a quick 5 kills, call in their Pred Missile. The Pred Missile will get their Harrier will get them their Pave-Low or Chopper Gunner, AC 130, whatever else they were running. So like, yeah, it kind of broke the game like that. Like people could cheese the game, the bullshit, abuse the bullshit that's in the game, and then call in these really strong streaks. But still, Call of Duty players like good kill streaks, man. This is why we've been here for so long. We like streaks, bro. We want them to put in work. You want to feel rewarded for actually doing well in the game. You don't want to be punished for doing well in the game. And make the streaks loop again, man. It's so frustrating seeing what we had in Call of Duty before. Having a game like in Black Ops 2 where you're going ham, you're going all the way the fuck off. You get your streaks and then you start earning your streaks again without having to die to earn those streaks. Like we've had this in Call of Duty before. You guys are making all these changes because you don't want people to get their feelings hurt and shit. You don't want a noob to the game. Like a noob is not going to jump on a game and dominate. A noob is going to jump on a game and he's supposed to expect to get slapped around until he learns the game. You guys are doing all these things to try to limit as much as possible noobs potentially get their feelings hurt in the game. Who cares, man? It's a video game. We're here to have fun. We're not here to be enrolled in professional tournaments without our consent. We're here to shut our brain off and have some fun in a casual playlist with the best possible connection and fair gunfights. And if you go off, you should be rewarded for going off. But that brings me into my number 5, and this is going to be another shout out to COD Ghost. As you guys know, I wasn't a huge fan of COD Ghost, but they did a few things so good in that game. Hit detection, the creative class system was fantastic in that game, and the field orders, man. The field orders were so much fun, and it kept you playing the game as well too. So if you were on for a session, you're already playing for a couple hours, you're kind of numb at that point, you're thinking about getting off the game, and all of a sudden the map comes up where it's, if you complete the field order, you get to be Michael Myers or the Predator, or you get to pilot the Warthog or some shit. Like, it was just so dope. The map specific kill streaks that those field orders had, it was so cool, man. It was such a great innovation for that game. It was only in COD Ghost. I don't know why they never brought that shit back. I would love to see field orders return in Call of Duty multiplayer, but that's it. That's all I got for this one. Oh yeah, and stop disbanding the fucking lobbies too, man. All y'all over there at Xdefiant, please stop disbanding the lobbies. Call of Duty, we know why you do it. You need to stop. You need to tweak the matchmaking. Stop making us play in professional tournaments with bullshit gunfights just because we bought the game and jumped into what's supposed to be the casual playlist. Y'all need to tweak the matchmaking. Stop disbanding the fucking lobbies, man. But I think this is a tight little list. Let me know in the comment section what you guys would add to it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you on that next one.